Hey guys, welcome to Dice Heist, and today you might notice that this is a little bit of a weird episode. Today we are announcing our Patreon launch, and for those of you unfamiliar with Patreon, it is a way for content creators to ask our audience, you guys, for financial support in return for some exclusive content and the ability to produce better free content that wouldn't be possible before. So your pledges to donate help us cover our overhead costs like hosting, BattleBards content, and art commissions. In addition, once it reaches certain levels, we can start to incorporate more things into the show, such as video, longer episodes, and even more Patreon exclusive content. To start, we have set up 4 different tiers, so you can choose what level of support is right for you, each with more rewards than the last, and all rewards being cumulative, meaning those at the 3rd tier will receive the exclusive content from both the 1st and 2nd tiers. Our 1st tier we are calling Zed's Caretaker, as you guys are helping to take care of those fees associated with running the show, and it keeps us running and keeps Zed alive. This tier involves a $3 pledge every month, and in return, we'll give you access to a once-a-month after show called Heist House, where the cast and sometimes a guest talk about the show, and I, the DM, reveal the things that were overlooked or completely missed by the characters in the show. In addition, you might get a little bit of background information on the characters that just didn't make it into the show, or you could get the personal thoughts of our players on what happened and how things went down in the show. Our 2nd tier is called Bertram's Tales, and these are all stories told by Bertram that are fanciful and exaggerate life. Well, this tier involves a $5 pledge every month, and in return, we'll give you access to our One-Shot Onslaughts. Each is a one-shot style adventure with new characters and often a guest to either DM for us or play alongside us. Each will be 6 to 12 hours of role-playing and adventuring goodness in a new and interesting setting every time. There will be a new One-Shot Onslaught released every 3 months, giving you a chance to enjoy even more of our content. Our 3rd tier is called Adam's Tome, and this is because if you purchase this tier, you will have the ability to influence the world of Igelphia by creating your own NPC. Now, this tier involves a $10 pledge every month, and in return, you will have an opportunity to sit down with me, either over Zoom, over voice call, whatever you find to be helpful, and whenever we can find a situation to sit down and do that together, we will do that, and you will be able to create your own NPC that will show up in the main show of Dice Heist. And it is my personal goal to make sure that those NPCs have a significant role in at least one of our arcs. So this won't just be a side character that someone will see in passing. This will be someone that actually is influential to the story, and you will have that little bit of creative edge to create this character and influence what happens in the show. In addition, we do plan on adding exclusive giveaways to patrons of this level and higher. So it's actually our first stretch goal to add that, so this is also a good tier to start off on as well. Finally, our 4th tier is the Wondrous items of Igelphia, and this is because you will get an exclusive merch item every 3 months by joining this tier. This tier involves a $25 a month pledge, and like I said, in return, you will receive a new merch item every 3 months. Our first will be a decal sticker, and next will be a mug, then a t-shirt, and finally a tote bag. Each item will have a different piece of artwork that we will announce before we obviously send it out, because some of the artwork might have some spoilers. As mentioned above, our first stretch goal will be set at $200 a month from patrons. In return, we will add an exclusive once-a-month giveaway to our $10 and $25 patrons that will involve merch, gift cards, gift certificates, dice, D&D books, or even the opportunity to come on as a guest for our once-a-month Heist House episodes. Our second stretch goal we have set at $400 a month from you, our patrons. And in return, we will begin recording video of our episodes, including us using a virtual tabletop and a completely uncut version just for you, our patrons. It will be available to all starting at the $3 tier. Once we reach that point, every one of our patrons will have access to this exclusive content of us recording the video and also have a little bit more insight and maybe have that ability to visualize better what's going on in the episodes. I hope to, in the future, add many more stretch goals as we continue to progress and as we continue to grow, because there's nothing better than as we get more coming in, we're going to put that right back into the show. We're going to use that to pour more time, more effort, and pour more money, literally, into making it a better production for you as our listeners. And I'm really excited to hopefully someday be able to do that for you. But for now, these are the two stretch goals that we are starting with. I think that will wrap up everything involving our patron. You can find links to our site in the description, or you can just go to patreon.com/diceheist, all one word. For now, enjoy this short teaser for our first One-Shot Onslaught. Today we are going to play for you the first hour and 15 minutes of this, and this is actually a retry, as our first One-Shot Onslaught that we had recorded ended up having some technical difficulties that caused us to have to scrap the entire project. As unfortunate as that is, it did allow us to do this very last minute and very, very fun one-shot with our weekly group, myself, Nick, and 3 other guys that we normally game with on a regular basis helped us out in this endeavor, because this is going up on August 1st, and we recorded this as of July 30th. So you guys are going to have a very raw performance from this, and I think that you still will enjoy it because it's 5 people just sitting down to play an amazing one-shot ran and written by our friend Tom, who titled it The Planar Games. And this is a collection of athletic events that each of the 4 characters participating in these events get to show their skill and compete against each other, trying to earn their country or their homeland a certain bit of prestige and win the entire day over the rest. But of course, these games are purely designed to further the peace between the peoples and to create better cohesion between the nations. So while they are all competing, they are also becoming friends during these games. I hope you guys really do enjoy listening to this one shot that we have prepared for you, and I really hope that this is just enough for you guys to choose to subscribe to our $5 a month tier on the Patreon, so you guys can hear the rest of this 5-hour one-shot that we recorded for you. I know that I said we give you the first hour and 15 minutes, but of course, it ends on a little bit of a cliffhanger. So if you want to know how that all turns out, you might want to go check it out. So thanks again, and enjoy this for now. All right, welcome to Dice Heist, where we roll the dice and see what we can get away with. Today, we are recording our first One-Shot Onslaught, and this is a bit of a scramble, because today is July 30th, and this gets put up on August 1st. So this is going to be a completely unedited, uncut version of this. We had some technical difficulties with our first recording, and that unfortunately required it to be scrapped. So we're just trying to do this. Me and Nick here from the main podcast are just going to play with our normal weekly group, a one-shot that we were planning on playing today anyways, and the rest of the guys were very willing and very accepting of us just recording this and putting this up, and we really, really appreciate that of you guys. So our DM today is going to be Tom. Tom, go ahead and lead us into this game.
Sure thing. So we are going to do the Planar Games. I'd like you to imagine as you look down at a huge, naturally built stadium, the largest thing in the realm, mostly because a lot of the other things have been destroyed by a decades-long war. This was constructed recently by the druids of Aelador, and they have put this together as sort of a peace gathering for all the different planes which have been warring against each other. So even though it's so isolated, many people have come to these games. The stadium's nearly full from all different races and types of people. All different planes are represented. And as you walk out onto this field, you suddenly realize, this is it. I've never been so close to any of these people without fighting, without the war. But now we're going to do something peaceful. We're going to do something fun. We're going to do these planar games. So I'd like each of you to tell me a little bit about your characters, about these athletes that came to the games.
All right. My name is Raceland, and I'm going to lead us off then, because everyone else is looking at me like I need to do this, so I'm gonna. Okay, so my character's name is Tylo Kale, and he is a human monk from a monastery to the far, far north. Deep within the tundra, his monastery has existed in secrecy from the rest of the world, and their order has been doing their best to influence the rest of the world towards this peaceful resolution. And now that it's finally come to fruition, this organization feels it is time for them to step out of the shadows and present themselves as their own entity. So I am here to make sure that it is the peaceful display that it should be in secrecy. All right, next up, we are going to jump to Nick K, who you guys know on the podcast as just Nick.
Hey guys, I'm Nick. I will not be playing Dirk Vilgoth today. I have somebody a little new. I will be playing Yadu Pridye, a 9th level monk, 1 level fighter. Monk. Well, monk fighter. Yeah, that's it. And he is a Ghostwise halfling. And he is also a Way of the Astral Self monk. And as such, he comes from a monastery, the Ishkato Monastery, from a faraway mountaintop that kind of lies in a plane where it is between the material and astral planes. And he is very quick and has quite a few tricks up his sleeve. So I will pass it over to our new Nick and the group, the DM of our Tuesday groups. Take it away.
Hello. This is the other Nick. I will be playing Dynamo today, the Eladrin rogue, who doesn't really know why he is here. He just stumbled upon whatever this is and decided to stick around. So he is going to kind of just go with the flow. He's tall, skinny, 6'8", probably a solid 115 pounds, but like corded muscles. But outside of that, he thinks he's from the Feywild, but doesn't really remember. And like I said, he's just ready to figure out what's going on and see if it works.
All right, I am Steve, and I am playing as Buzzsaw, the Dark Elf Fighter. I am from the independent Duchy of Dark Elves. We recently spawned off from the main group out in the wild frozen tundra Icewind Dale because we decided that we don't like spiders anymore. We like tarantulas. I'm here to represent our independent duchy and make us legit.
What a group.
Okay.
So you're brought out into the center of the stadium and you're introduced to these crowds of people, and you look out and you see some people that look like you and some people that don't. And a beautiful display is brought around, and, you know, a very big opening ceremony, dances that show the war and then the peace, and now dance of the future of continued peace, and the games are shown. And then the leader of these druids walks up and he begins to address you, and he lays out the ground rules of these planar games. Thank you for coming to these games. We are so excited to bring everyone here to our realm, to the druids of Aelador. We welcome you. We would like to set a few ground rules for these athletes. We know that some of you have strong, powerful magical abilities, and you may use them on yourselves. No attempts may be made to injure or harm or otherwise hinder the players. In addition, there will be no teleporting and no magical items. As you walked in, you were screened, and we were happy to see that none of you attempted to bring in magical items. But if you have them in your possession, we will find them, and you will be expelled from the games. I'm also happy to see that you've all brought one set of armor that is non-magical. You can wear your armor for any event you choose and take it off for events you do not want to wear it. Weapons and tools will be provided as needed by the planar games. And I would like to reiterate, no cheating is permitted. I would like to thank in advance our qualified team of arcane officials who are standing by, watching each contestant to make sure that the rules are followed. And at that, you look behind you, and there's 20 or 30 very serious-looking men in robes. And they're just watching. And you realize that you passed by them, and they mumbled a few words as you walked by, and they had identified your clothing and such to make sure that you didn't bring anything you weren't supposed to. You also see behind them another dozen very strong looking men that are just their general security. They're not even really looking at you. They're really more looking to the fans. So you can feel pretty safe that everything you do on the field is going to stay on the field, and no one's going to be running in and disturbing you. And one final rule. You must stay in human form at all times. Wild shaping, polymorphing, and otherwise changing yourself from a human form is prohibited. And we see that a hand is raised. And the whole ceremony stops.
I'm kidding. No, it's a question later. Go ahead, continue.
Yep.
With that, Dynamo raises it. You said we can't teleport?
No, you may not.
Huh. Okay. And his hand goes back down.
So Tylo, kind of seeing him raise his hand, walks over and passes him the brochure that they sent out, like going over the rules. You should probably look over these, bud.
Ooh, that's pretty good. I read the brochure.
You know how to read?
Solid 13 on my reading.
Oh my, that's pretty good.
Yeah, and I say, oh, okay. Interesting. I haven't seen one of these before.
Well, now that Dynamo knows where he is,
I still
in a general sense. And one final reminder, when you compete in these events, you must do the event. If the event is swimming, you must swim. If the event is sprinting, you must run. If the event is riding, you must ride something. If you have questions, please talk to the arcane officials behind you between the events, and we will make sure that everything is organized and that you know where to go. And with that, let the planar games begin. And a massive fireworks go off. Everyone cheers.
Yeah, Tylo definitely winces when he sees the explosions going off.
Oh, Dynamo's just staring at it. He's never seen anything like this in his life.
Yato just has his arms crossed, just looking unamused.
Yeah, like we just came out of war here, and I'm like expecting this to go bad.
Buzzsaw's just kind of running a finger over his ear, pointing ears, thinking, I don't look completely human. How literal are they taking this?
So, after the ceremony, Tylo will come up and clarify with anyone, point out his question about using the spell enlarge/reduce.
Dynamo walks over and hands him the pamphlet. You might want to read this.
The official looks at you and says, "Ah, yes, that is a powerful spell. Well, certainly, you could not use it on anyone else. But you could use it on yourself if you found it to your advantage. That would be permitted."
Thank you. That was my question.
And then Yato would like to ask a similar question about his astral arms, of his astral stealth.
You might have to explain that because
Yeah,
I
okay.
have no idea what you're talking about.
So for astral stealth, I'll just read it out for those who have no idea. Let's see. At 3rd level, your mastery of ki allows you to summon a portion of your astral self. As a bonus action, you can spend 1 ki point to summon the arms of your astral self. When you do so, each creature of your choice that you can see within 10 feet of you must succeed on it. Well, I won't use this right near anybody, but they must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take force damage equal to 2 rolls of your martial die. For 10 minutes, these spectral arms hover near your shoulders or surround your arms, and you can determine the arm's appearance, and they vanish early if you are incapacitated or die. While the spectral arms are present, you gain the following benefits. You can use your wisdom modifier in place of your strength modifier when making strength checks and strength saving throws. You can use your spectral arms to make unarmed strikes. When you make an unarmed strike with your arms on your turn, your reach for it is 5 feet greater than normal. And the unarmed strikes you make with the arms can use your wisdom modifier in place of your strength or dexterity modifier for the attacks and damage rolls. And their damage type is force. So that is the arms. It would be mostly used for the strength.
Well, that sounds like quite a power. I would say that in some events you may be able to use that, in others not. You must do the event, and that means you have to physically do the event yourself. So
This is myself. This is my astral self.
now, don't let me be one to tell you who you are and who you aren't. But the humanoid form must be used, as we discussed with the polymorphing. So your arms and your legs must be used. But if those are used in addition to what you have, then I believe that would be accepted. But if you harm another contestant, that will be the end of the games for you.
Fair enough.
Are there any other questions?
So just to clarify, I have the ability to teleport. Can I do that?
You see he pulls out a small disc that says counterspell on it. And he's holding the disc. And
How far away am I from him?
he is 3 feet from you.
I'm going to face step behind him.
It's
As
not
you
a
try
spell.
as you try to face step, it's not a spell.
No, it's not. It's an ability.
All right, then you successfully face step. But
Can I do
two
that?
large men walk up from behind you and say, "If you do that during the games, you will be disqualified."
Thank you.
Are there any other questions?
What happens if we are disqualified?
No one answers your question.
I walk up to Buzzsaw and hand him the pamphlet.
After hearing this, I like quickly turn around and take a note in my journal. Like, this does not sound like peace.
And after that question, I should also mention that there are sort of coaches or representatives. They're more of a diplomatic figures from each of your countries. And the representative, her name is Dabalis. She walks up, kind of grabs you, and turns you around and says, "If you are disqualified and bring such shame to us, then you will be finding your way back home by yourself. And there are no entrances to the Underdark anywhere near here."
I guess I won't get disqualified then.
Thank you.
But I might still stab someone.
She shrugs because, frankly, that's just dark elf behavior.
Even split dark elf behavior.
So if there are no more questions, we are going to move on, and you see that they are setting up the first game. It is fencing.
Ooh.
So here is how fencing will work in this. It is set up like a tournament. We're going to have Dynamo versus Buzzsaw first, then Tylo versus Yadu. It's very simple. There's a tray of identical mundane rapiers. Each of you are instructed to grab one. They are all the same, but if you want to run and get one of them in advance, that's fine. Truly all the same, though.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look over it, make sure it's nice and clean, and feel the weight of it before I step out to play. But
okay, yeah, sure. You grab it, you test the balance. Feels pretty good. Feels like what you were expecting, what you practiced with. Except for you, Dynamo, you did not practice.
I wasted a a natural 20 on this roll, so I get the best one.
You got the one you wanted.
So this is not magic per se, but as Yadu grasps his rapier, he focuses his key into it and activates his dedicated weapon ability.
Okay.
To essentially make it count as a monk weapon for him.
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Very good.
Tylo, after retrieving his, because you had said that the other two were up first, is just going to be swinging around and playing with it, making sure it's perfect first while they're going at their match.
Of course. You definitely good to warm up.
Buzzsaw grabs his, kind of compares it to his usual weaponry. Kind of just frowns a bit, but then shrugs.
Okay.
And then Yadu will walk up to one of the referees and ask, "So, you may only strike with the rapier, no unarmed strikes?"
Strikes must be with the rapier. Only strikes with the rapier count. And no extra damage may be done. It is purely about striking with the fencing weapon.
Understood. Thank you.
And you all know that each of these bouts will be the first to 3 hits wins the bout. And you also have been informed that as far as magical effects go, you are all going to be dispelled right at the beginning of the match.
Okay.
As the sort of the bell rings or the alarm goes off, whatever when someone says go, you'll have time to utter a spell.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't sort of buff yourself like 12 spells or something. You also know that this is all happening today. You'll have short rests between each of these events, but there's no long rest coming. So if you have a limited number of spells,
I have so many spells.
Question.
Mhm.
For the purposes of this event, do we need to put a mundane rapier in our inventory?
I mean, if
Oh, are you talking about like the computer? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Nah, it's what.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
as long as you know what to roll and add to it, and someone will tell you. I don't know.
Okay.
yeah, and if it's just making contact and not rolling damage, then it's not really necessary.
It is. I'm assuming all of you are either wearing your armor or
Oh, it is necessary. Okay.
yeah. I mean, you have to hit. Yeah, basically, you're going to do attack rolls. You're going to try to hit the AC of the person. If you are the type of class that gets 2 attacks, I believe you'll be at quite an advantage here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably shouldn't have taken 2-weapon fighting, huh?
Well, wait, hang on. It just says you have to use a rapier. It doesn't say you can't use 2 rapiers.
There are exactly 4 rapiers, and each of you is holding one. So if you'd like to try,
I have a rapier with me. Was I?
They would have taken it from you. They
did
told
not.
you not to take a rapier.
Did you try to sneak the rapier in?
No.
I mean, if you ask one of us nicely, you can try that because we're going after you, technically.
I'm going to hand you a pamphlet. and on that pamphlet, very well written, it says, "Can I borrow your rapier?" I don't think I can dual wield a rapier.
It depends. Do you have the dual wielding feat?
No.
Then I will hand you the rapier.
So I hold these 2 rapiers and I'm like, this doesn't work. And I'm just going to put one down.
And it definitely fell directly into the mud. I'm like, God damn it. I pull it up and I just start like literally polishing it while I'm standing here waiting.
And as that discussion goes, you see that people are being gathered to the event space. Buzzsaw, being the serious fighter he is already there, especially after the stern warning. Dynamo is sort of herded into the space. He didn't really get where he's supposed to go.
Dynamo definitely asked if this was the snack bar.
Wait, are we rolling damage on these? I totally missed if you said yes or no.
So these are to hit. You are given, you could roll damage, but we're only doing 3 hits per person. So if you,
So my sneak attack doesn't matter.
well, I mean, how are you going to give yourself advantage for the sneak attack?
I don't need to.
Oh,
I have a raucous audacity,
oh, wow.
which lets me, I don't need advantage on an attack roll to use my sneak attack if they are within 5 feet of me and no other creature is within 5 feet of me.
Oh, you are the swashbuckler. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay. I would say if you can do, let's see, level 10. If you can do 20 points of damage to someone in 1 strike, then maybe they'll be
I can do that.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
stunned.
You're going down, Buzzsaw.
And these
He
rules
only
are
has a
real on
4
the fly, guys.
constitution.
So.
Hey, we're
that-
just here to have fun, guys.
Yep.
Come on.
And I'll remind everyone what a fencing arena looks like. It's just basically a straight line. You really can't move to the left or the right or you'll be out of bounds. You can move forwards or backwards, but not far.
I have a quick question, just logistics-wise.
Yes.
How far forward or backwards does it matter?
I mean, you could move about 20 feet.
Yeah, I feel like
It's-
a regular.
It's
thing is
real
like
penned
40
in.
feet.
Like,
Okay,
yeah.
that works.
So with that, let's have Dynamo and Buzzsaw roll initiative to see who goes first.
You don't got a chance, bud.
We're not even fighting yet, bud. You got little short legs. Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
There it goes. Oh, that's pretty good.
Trust me, by my
That's a 23.
16.
Kind of funny.
All right. That means Dynamo gets the first go. What do you do on your turn? He's right in front of you.
I'm gonna look at my rapier real quick, kind of judge it compared to my usual one that I guess I carry around, and I am going to stab, using my raucous audacity. Don't need advantage. That's a natural 19 for a 28.
That's a lot.
All right. I don't know what your AC is, but it's probably less than that.
That hits.
All right, so I get sneak attack on this. Oh, that sucks. 7, 10, 18, 20, 21, 26 points of damage.
All right. Roll a con saving throw.
Oh, I'm not good at those.
No. Well, you did.
He's just looking to the future.
Defender con saving throw.
13.
13. I say usually you have like a spell save DC or something, but
I mean,
I guess
I could roll like a contested.
yeah, do that.
I don't know. Roll.
Good.
Yeah.
They're gonna say something.
I don't know.
I rolled a 3 on the die.
On the die.
Yeah, he's
All right,
probably not.
You're taken aback by how hard he just hit you in what is essentially a casual competition, a friendly competition. I mean, you're straight up bleeding and stuff. Like it, they didn't give you like a special, thing to wear over this. You're just in your armor with like your arms hanging out and stuff. But it is your turn.
I'm gonna run away a little bit.
How like far enough that he could react to you running away?
I mean, yeah, he could, but he's not allowed to.
What do you
Do you have
have?
mobile feet?
No. Oh wait, actually, it's an action. Just kidding. I'm not gonna do that. Where'd it go? There's something in here. Just being a swashbuckler.
Oh yeah. You can use
Fancy
your
footwork.
Yeah, you can use your bonus action to.
No, not even that.
Oh, okay.
If I make a melee attack against a creature, he can't make opportunity attacks. So I'm just gonna.
All right. How far do you back up? You got about 20 feet behind you.
I'm gonna run away 20 feet.
I just.
All right. You see him. He is 20 feet from you. He is back. His sort of feet are at the line, the out of bounds line. What do you do?
I will walk 20 feet. Let me rephrase it. I will walk 18 feet up to him.
Okay.
Don't want to get myself some swing room.
Okay.
And I will salute him and say, "How dare you strike me in such a cavalier fashion?" And then I will go for my swing.
Righty.
Yeah. So roll a d20.
Oh yeah.
12.
Okay. Are you proficient with rapiers?
Probably
No.
he's a fighter.
Oh, you're a fighter. Yeah, you're proficient with rapiers.
That's okay.
So what's that? A plus 5?
Plus 5,
Plus 5
plus his
proficiency, plus
strength
your-
or dex.
Whichever's higher, strength or dex.
And it should say, are you on D&D Beyond?
Yes, I am.
So if you go to your actions, I believe, it'll tell you what your hit DC. So it's a plus something.
Oh, if he doesn't have any weapons built in, then he wouldn't.
Yes.
Yeah, the only
okay.
weapon he has is a bow, because that's
Okay.
the standard kit.
So,
That's
what's your
What's your
strength and your dex?
My strength is 13. My dex is 18.
Okay, so you're going to use your dex. So you're going to get plus 8 to the attack roll.
Yep. So
With your
that's
rapiers.
Those are
20.
20.
that hits?
That hits.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll damage on that. We'll see if you can do a similar.
It's going to be a D8 plus.
Plus 4 for him.
Yeah.
All right. So actually, I set that limit at 20, so it's not going to be able to hit that.
Yeah.
But if you rolled a crit, I would give you the same sort of situation.
Rolls.
All right. That takes you back to Dynamo. You will have your back to the wall. Not a wall so much as a line, but you know there's a line there. I don't know if you know what the line is for. But
I'm going to flip over Buzzsaw, and as I flip over, I'm going to stab him into the shoulder.
All right. This seems. Wait, hang on. What level fighter are you?
10.
10.
Did you get both your attacks?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you get 2
do
attacks.
you want to
10th level
take?
fighter.
Do you want to take both of your attacks?
Well, I know I have an action surge, but I was going to save that for.
No, you just get 2 attacks.
Oh, I get
you
2
have
attacks.
extra
Okay.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can also use your action surge to do 4 attacks and possibly defeat him in the first round.
That's all. That's all up to you.
Can I use my uncanny dodge to do anything in this?
I
mean,
Plus 2
like-
AC.
Okay.
yeah, that's not bad.
So I'm just sitting here dodging.
Yep.
Oh, it's 1 reaction. So if you get a 19 or
So you got to roll another attack because you get unless you wanted to hold back one of your attacks for whatever reason.
Mm-mm.
But it's
Don't
it's
do it.
free.
Don't do it.
Jerk.
It's a trick.
I don't want to make him do something.
I know. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Kill him.
Yeah,
I say the exact same thing.
Yadu from behind. Yadu
right,
from
roll a
behind the
D20.
stands with his arms crossed. He's just like, fuck him up.
14.
That hits.
14 plus. Is
It
it?
doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. All right, that is a second hit. Very.
Are you
good.
still? Are you just wearing like a janitor's outfit?
No, I have studded leather armor.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So
Not that dumb.
is that the end of your turn? Yeah. All right. Dynamo, you said you were going to try a flip.
I am flipping over him and stabbing him in the shoulder.
Okay. Do you have any ability that makes that flip possible? Besides, like just.
Acrobatics.
Yeah,
All
acrobatics.
right. Roll acrobatics for the flip. I gotta.
That is a 30.
It's super graceful. You guys have not been impressed by Dynamo up to this point, really. But boy, that was cool.
Like
and-
anime. Like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Nani?
However, that is a, I think I have a +9. That is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your damage.
12, 16, 24, 29.
You should do that like a concentration check.
Yeah.
Well, because like you were doing a con save and you had him roll for the DC.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so concentration check. So that would be
Half of that.
so it'd be half of it, which
14.
is 14. Yeah, try to roll over a 14. I like that
There
a
you
lot better.
Yeah.
Sorry to change the rules. In
No,
the
no, it's okay.
competition.
I mean-
it's all very
I'm rolling a d20 on this one.
yeah. Roll a d20,
okay.
You know,
That makes sense.
and then add your con modifier.
He's fine.
So that'd be an 18 plus
right, yeah, you're good.
3, yeah.
All right, you are unfazed despite.
Then I'm going to run 30 feet the other way.
All right, he's 30 feet away. You see him.
Now,
Oh, wait, no. I am going to run.
No,
How
you
long-
have you have the 30 feet. 'cause
I know,
you're
but
all
how
the
much
way-
more room do I have? Like, what is the max?
You could
Si-
get 40 feet from him.
I'm going to go, I'm going to use my bonus action to dash, and I'm going to go 40 feet away.
All right, he is 40 feet from you. What's your movement?
38
30.
feet.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
now, just was this in my shoulder or my non-sword sword shoulder?
Roll me a luck check.
D20.
7.
Ooh, it was your good shoulder.
Oh,
But you might have a turn to recover because it doesn't seem like you can reach him. Do you have any tricks to get to him? Do you want to move the full distance to him? Do you want to stay where you are?
good question.
Because you could move your full distance to him if you dash, but that would use your action.
Would it be count as a disqualification if I threw the rapier at him?
an improvised weapon.
Make me an intelligence check.
I mean, the rules
'cause-
where you have to hit him, so maybe. I don't know. No. I have it somewhere else, I think. It's not in there.
2.
2?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the only way you're going to hit him, right? You can't reach him.
I mean, he only has to get one more hit to win, though.
Yeah.
So,
But for the audience at home, I will permit it. But if he throws his rapier, he is no longer holding a rapier. So it's a risk.
yes, it is.
Do you throw your rapier?
No.
Wait, hang on. No. You should do it, man.
I mean, you could take him out right here.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But I mean, I don't know that he is proficient in throwing rapiers.
that's accurate.
It would be an improvised weapon.
an
wouldn't it?
Especially too if he hit my good arm.
And rapiers do not have the thrown.
No.
So what you could do is
Property.
you could move closer and then take the dodge action, which means he has disadvantage on his attack, which means he cannot take that.
Oh,
Yeah.
couple of reasons to do that. You don't even. I mean,
So
yeah,
that's just you
do that.
playing defensive.
So how do you want to move closer?
Yeah, I'm gonna move I'm gonna half the distance to about. So I'll
Okay.
go out 20 feet.
All right, so 20 feet. So you're now in the middle. He's at the end. What do you do with your action?
Let's check my options here. That won't do me any good right now. I don't know how I feel about disadvantage. Damn. If we whisper, it'll eventually get cut out. I do the auto editing. Okay. I haven't decided.
You got something fun to do?
No.
He was laughing. I thought he was going to do something
Yeah.
cool. All right. Do you do anything with your action?
Oh. Could I use my action surge to increase my
You sure
movement
could.
distance?
Sure.
Yeah.
Would you like to use your action surge?
Yes.
All
You
right.
can dash.
You can use one action to dash and one action to do your 2 attacks if you want.
There you go.
I'll do that then.
Okay.
Make that hit, man.
You get up to him. You get 2 attacks. Can you hit him? Can you end this?
Let's go.
Nope.
For yeah.
No.
Misses.
Okay. But you do get a second
Yes.
attack if you'd like.
Let's go.
All right.
That's a 15.
It's a 15.
Miss.
Oh, man.
All right. Well, you guys are right there. You have him pinned again to the back line, but the other back line. This is
Yeah.
a very mobile match. I really didn't expect anyone to move at all.
I'm going to do the exact same thing.
All right, we're doing another flip. Acrobatics check
Nat
first.
1. Nat 1.
Ooh, it's a 2. That gives me a 15.
All right. Well,
But I have something. Oh, no, do I not get that yet?
I mean, with the 15, it's successful. It's
Yeah. Okay.
not as graceful as the last time, but like, I don't know why he wasn't expecting the same thing.
I do not have disadvantage on this, correct? Because he did
Correct.
not.
He did
yeah.
not.
Yeah, this die's good.
Play fast and loose.
Ooh, that is a 14 to hit.
That is my AC.
Okay.
So
Remind me.
I think that hits.
I believe that.
I
Would hit.
believe that hits.
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't. That was your 3rd hit,
Yes.
so that is the end of the bout.
I'm going to roll damage
Roll
anyway.
damage anyway. All right.
Oh, God.
6, 16, 17, 23, 28 points of damage.
I don't know if you've been counting.
No, I have.
Okay.
29, 28, and 23.
How much HP do you have?
So
94.
94. All right. So you were
You
were
It's
injured.
just under, yeah.
Yeah. So you are sort of hustled off the battlefield. It became a battlefield.
I am going to hustle you off. I'm going to carry you off the battlefield.
Okay.
I don't understand what just happened, but
As you do that,
you don't look good.
As you do that, a man in robes sort of intercepts you and takes him and starts to utter words, and you see that his wounds begin to close as he carries him away, and he's able to stand on his own feet.
I'm like,
I intercept I'm going to stop that man from mumbling his words and say, this man needs medical attention. Get someone who can give him medical attention.
By the time you've said that, his broken arm has healed.
okay. While this is all going on, I'm gonna look around for like a maintenance worker and like start like pointing over there, like, get a mop, dude. Come on. There's like blood everywhere. Okay, you can't even see the lines anymore.
In short order, the field of battle is cleaned, and they called Tylo and Yadu up for their battle. Similarly, you are each holding a rapier, and you know that Dynamo has advanced on to the gold and silver round. Okay, so who is going to join him? Roll initiative.
Okay.
All right.
As Yadu approaches, you see he is a normal sized halfling, but he has a shaved head and geometric black tattoos on his head and his arms, and he's wearing dark monk robes and wielding a rapier about the size of him, and he's just swinging it around now as he's getting used to it, familiarizing it in his hands. And he looks up to his opponent and gives a cocky head nod and smirks and a wink.
So Tylo walks up completely like unamused by his showiness and just calmly and quietly says, hello there.
With that, Dynamo waves a pamphlet at him and says, "Hey, how you doing?"
And then
Not you. Okay. All right. All right.
only in his head he hears General Kenobi.
Yeah. And you did say before initiative we are allowed to cast one spell, correct?
Yes, you get one.
Okay.
One spell, or we'll say ability that could be dispelled or something. But what'd you get for initiative? 20. All right.
Natural
you might be
20.
going first.
Oh, hold on.
So 24 is my initiative.
Nope.
I mean, it's a leaner.
As a leaner?
Yeah, that's a leaner. I'll let you reroll it. I want this to be a natural 20 just because this die is famous for it, and I want to use them all up now. Nope.
All right, so you go first.
Okay.
That was a 9 for initiative.
Okay, cool. So before initiative starts, I'm going to cast the spell Magic Weapon on the Rapier, which makes it a +1 rapier.
Okay.
And then Tylo is going to square up to his opponent and dash in as quickly as possible as he begins singing to himself, "We Will Rock You." And as he does so, he begins to speed up as he goes into his blade song because he's a multi-class monk blade singer wizard.
Okay.
So he comes in and swings with his first attack, and
What color is his sword?
his sword lights up with a blue energy.
Ah.
Yeah, and it looks kind of electric. And he swings down for a total of 14.
Misses.
So it swings underneath as the
Yeah, halfway.
electric energy seemingly slightly dissipates because he cast Booming Blade during that attack. He has another attack, though. That's only a 12, though, so...
That's another miss.
Yup.
Too eager, but very cool looking blade.
Yep.
Yadu, what do you do?
Oh, is that your turn?
Yes, that was my turn, and then actually he is going to hold his ground directly in front of him.
Okay. Interesting. Well, are you sure you're a monk?
Damn thing is off balance. He must have dropped the other one.
Okay. Yadu will strike back with the rapier. So that was a 2 on the die. So that is a 10 to hit.
That does not hit my 21 AC.
Yeah, I figured. He will strike again. That is an 18 to hit.
Also a miss.
And he will use focused aim.
Okay.
So it's 18. And he will spend 2 key points to increase that attack roll by +2 per key point, making it from an 18 to a 22 to hit.
Okay. So you ready for disappointment?
Use a shield.
Oh, did you pick up defensive duelist?
Yes, I did. I picked
Okay.
up defensive duelist, so I can use my reaction to increase my AC by 4, bringing it up to a total of 25.
Okay.
Blocking your strike just as it's about to strike me.
Okay. Perfect. And then I will use my bonus action, spend a 3rd key point to use patient defense, giving you disadvantage.
Damn, that was a good move. Yep. I totally did not see that coming.
Yeah, with your high AC and patient defense, long
This is
fight.
going to be a long, drawn-out fight.
Yeah. Well.
So, seeing this happen, he's going to size up his opponent a second time, just now being a little bit more aware of this actual threat in front of him, and will focus up a little bit more and try and take a swing at him, coming in with only a 16 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. And then this time his blade glows a little bit brighter blue as he swings down with a booming blade. That almost was really bad. My die almost went directly into my drink. That's only a 2 with disadvantage.
That's a miss.
Yeah, so that does not go very well. But he is going to use his bonus action and spend a key point himself to do the exact same thing that his opponent did to patient defense.
This is stellar.
Yep.
We will run
As-
we
as
will run
the
out
half-
of key points, actually.
Dynamo is just sitting on the ground off on the side, just drawing pictures
Human.
in the ground, in the dirt.
As the audience sees this halfling and human just jumping around at each other, slashing and clashing with their rapiers, none making any strikes. Yadu will attempt to strike back at him, and this time he leaps up, not doing anything too special, but just leaps up to head level to try to make a strike.
Disadvantage. You can roll it twice. I don't care. I'm just saying, like, oh, okay, all right. Breaking out the big boys here.
So I rolled an 11 and a 13. So that is plus 8. So that is 19 on the die. So
For those at home, we can't actually read his die. It took a lot of scrutiny.
They're like black with rainbow
I'll grab my other
iridescence.
die.
No, it's fine, dude. It's fine. I trust you. It's just when you roll that other die and we're on Dice Heist and you cheat by rolling like 3 nat 20s in episode 1.
Nah. No cheats.
Okay.
No cheats.
I mean, I was counting that. All right,
All
here's
right,
your
second
attack.
strike. Yeah, it's another 19 to hit. And I know even if I used my focus aim that he can get a freaking AC of 25. So, yeah, this is going to be a long one, folks.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
And spend another key point patient defense as he leaps back with his mobile feet to just make a little bit of distance, make it a little interesting, do a backflip backwards.
So Nick leaned over and asked me a question. Would you like to ask the question?
Oh, no,
to
I'm
me?
talking about for my fight.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant this.
Oh, no. No, I'm not paying attention.
That's you would have. Yeah, no. You'd have to bring it with you.
I can figure that.
Okay.
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 All right. So now that it's Tylo's turn, he's gonna move up to the attacker who is 20 feet away from him now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he takes like 3 steps and he's there. There's definitely a backflip in there just for like good measure. As he brings
Roll in athletics.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's at advantage right now.
Go ahead. Roll. Yeah.
Okay. I want to roll it. I'll see what happens. That's a 12 plus 7, so 19.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
Gives my plus 13, but whatever.
Well, you're over someone. That was
Yeah, that
harder
was
to do.
that was some over the top bullshit there. Yeah, so I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna go swinging at you. Ooh, that is a 19, sir.
Fuck.
That hits your AC, doesn't it?
That hits.
Okay, so I actually made the mistake of not claiming that was my booming blade, so we're not gonna do that. And my damage will not exceed 20, so we're not gonna even bother.
Okay, but you did hit.
Yes. So that's 1 hit, and I'm going to swing for my second strike. This time, definitely doing a booming blade, just to throw you off your balance here. And that is 2 4s rolled, and that goes terrible. As I back up and also do the exact same thing again with patient defense, moving back 20 feet this time. So I'm back at the center of the
Do you have anything that would stop him from doing
Yes.
a reaction attack?
mobile.
Mobile. Okay.
Yep.
Very
Yeah, we're both moving like crazy here.
Yeah, we're both built for this, but he has built his character to have a higher AC and a defensive ability, so he has the advantage.
good. Not impossible for you to win, though.
I don't do a lot of damage though, if that makes any consolation to you.
Oh yeah, what was the damage that you dealt on that one?
Yeah, why don't we roll it? That was 8 points of damage. That's it.
Okay.
Nothing crazy. Oh, maybe it might matter. Okay, continue.
Matter to me.
I've 69 hit points.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's really small.
50 is your speed. My bad.
Okay. Yadu striking back, getting rather irritated that he cannot get past his defenses. Nope. That's only 11.
Sweet.
Striking again.
Sweet. Ooh.
Nope. And that's even less.
Okay.
This is rather irritating, but he is going to patient defense again and just do the same thing. Do a little back, and they are just bouting back and forth, such as Dragon Ball Z style, or Naruto, whichever you prefer, just back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I'm using Booming Blade at least once every turn, so like there's some big flashes and booms going on. There's like thunderclouds like congealing above us as we fight here. We might start flying here in a few minutes. We haven't decided quite yet, but we might get disqualified for that, so we might have to dumb down our abilities here for this one. So Tylo is going to move back in this time and a little bit more focused, less trying to show off and just trying to take out his opponent, reaching one more time into and just getting batted away unsuccessfully with a 11 to hit. Just complete garbage. And then this shot next comes out a little bit better with a 15, but still not enough to get past his defense, grabbing the blade as I swing in.
2 hours later.
And again, one more time, he will patient defense as he squares back up with his opponent.
Okay. Yadu will same thing. Charge in, jump up at him to get at the right height. Go for a strike. That's pretty good. That is 17 plus 8. So that is 25 to hit.
But it's a disadvantage.
Oh.
Yes.
No, it's not.
Sorry.
That's a 16 to hit. My bad, guys. Nick can't use the thinky parts. That would miss. And strike again.
Oof.
Even worse. Patient defense.
How many key points do you guys have?
I have only 4. How many do you have as a monk?
I have 9.
You have 9. Okay, so he's whooping me, but he used 2 initially. So just so everyone knows, we are currently entering round 5 of this combat.
Yes.
And only 1 strike has been initiated.
The crowd is into it though, because
yeah.
this has only been 20 seconds or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a real back and forth with this, and he's just gonna kind of try and reposition himself and then realize that he has no other d20s to roll, so he's just going to keep going with the ones he has, and that's a 16 plus 9, bringing it up to a 25 to hit.
Oh boy, another strike. He has 2.
Yeah.
To Yadu's none.
Okay, so that's 1 more, and then he's going to take his second strike, this time Booming Blade, because I've been going with the second one, and this one fizzles with a 3 and a 19, unfortunately. And yeah, just completely misses it, but I've got 2 strikes in on him now.
Do you want to roll damage for that one?
Sure, I'll roll damage just to see how... That's 6. Yeah. Like I said, folks, he does very little damage.
Okay. Yadu continues to attempt an onslaught. Goes for it. No dice. That was a 15 to hit.
Okay.
Another one. Another 15 to hit.
Oof.
Another key point for patient defense.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
I did not.
You did not.
Reroll. I
You
did not do it. Okay, so I forgot to patient defense, so he does not have disadvantage.
Do you still have key points? You said you only have 4.
I have 1 left, but I forgot to say it,
Okay.
so we're moving on. Yeah.
All right.
I got cocky because I had 2 hits, and I was ready to strike in, so go ahead.
Kill him.
Okay, now it's only 15.
Okay.
Second strike.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Why you disobey me today?
All right.
Patient defense.
Okay.
He fails to take advantage of the slip.
Yep. He tried, but my confidence finally realizing that I had made a mistake, I move in again one more time to try and take you out as you're trying to defend yourself, and my footwork slips with a natural 1.
Oh.
So what do we want to do here, DM?
A natural 1. With that, I would say that you were able to catch yourself with your slip.
But I missed my
you
other
lose
attack.
That other attack.
Okay, that sounds fair. All right, so he does that, and then he will square himself back up this time using his very last key point as a single bead of sweat runs down his forehead into his eye. As he flicks it away, he just takes this moment to catch himself back up and square back up with you, hoping this is the final strike.
This round, Yadu takes half a moment to take a deep breath and focus himself. Squares up with him, stares him in his eyes, and dashes forward for not the dash action, but sprints forward for another strike. This time going at his ankles.
Disadvantage.
Oh, yeah.
Roll that other die.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't. No.
Nope. Less than what I needed. I was like 13. Second one. Ooh, that's pretty good. What's that other one? 15? That's a 15. So that is a
23.
23 to hit.
Okay. So you're pretty close. Are you going to use your key points to make that happen? Because a 25 hits my AC with the special
Yes,
ability.
I will use 1 key point to make it 25.
Okay.
It's a hit.
All right. As he goes to swing in at the very last second, as the judges begin to count it, a shield.
Oh.
You
envelops-
totally baited him into that.
I did,
he
but I
did.
wanted to see if he would do it.
You did.
And he knew I was a wizard at the same time. So
That's fair.
which gives me that 1 extra, bringing it up to a 26 AC this time.
You hear from the crowd just a loud, oh!
But I did have to waste a first level spell slot for that. So
Yeah, and all of your key points. So good luck in the next round.
we can short rest between events.
Events,
Between
not
events,
rounds.
Oh no! Wait, hang on. I know I'm facing the dullard. We're good.
I'm gonna hold up a pamphlet.
No, you're not even paying fucking
We're
attention.
still
What are you
in,
talking
we're
about?
still in a round. It's not over yet.
Okay. So after my sheer defeat and this final blow that he thinks is going to hit me finally, I pull up some effort and defend against it, making him truly realize that he has to roll a natural 18 with disadvantage to actually hit me for sure.
He doesn't need disadvantage anymore. You don't have any more key points.
I don't need key point. Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah,
you do.
Okay.
Advantage.
Shut up. Okay. Damn it. That's a 5.
Nope.
Second attack. Ooh, that's a natural 13 plus 9 to 22.
That'll do it.
That does you in.
And the crowd goes crazy as with 1, 2, 3, although it took much longer than that, even in the rounds of times. Yadu is defeated in the first round, bringing our final to Dynamo and Tylo. However, Buzzsaw and Yadu will still be competing for the copper medal. So
Okay.
So Yadu, as he's kind of falls back in the dirt from this final strike that hits him, because it was a booming blade that actually did significant damage, probably. Maybe not. He will offer him a hand to shake it, as you were a very able opponent.
Yadu will accept the good sportsmanship and grab his hand and get up and then do a flip over him and then do a gracious bow as he accepts defeat graciously.
And then Tylo will just stand there and clap. as he's trying to rile the crowd after his opponent here, pointing at him, showing that this is all a game to show that we are united.
And the crowd does cheer. Most loudly from your homeland, you hear cheers, and you hear that they're still happy with the good job you did. But really, everyone cheers because it was a great match. It lasted quite a while, as far as fencing goes. But they were very
solid minute.
Yeah,
Hey, I burned through a lot of his defenses, so good luck.
that is very true.
That
Because
is correct.
you are given a healing spell if you choose to take it.
He'll take it.
heal. Both of you are healed. You took a little damage. You did get hit. Dynamo, you did get hit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you have also been offered healing.
Good, I need that.
You took it. All right.
Yeah,
but-
actually, that might have knocked you out. Good thing
But
you
it's-
didn't roll it.
No, it was only 2 hits. But
Also, I didn't really have much of a choice. I just your
He's
arm's hanging in the wrong angle.
but it's only about 5 or 10 minutes before you are pushed up
So,
Okay.
onto the next round for the.
so is it the runner-up round?
Oh yeah,
No.
are we doing running up or are we doing?
I would say they do the runner-up round first.
Okay,
a good
let's do the
idea.
runner up. Let's do it.
Okay.
And then after we finish this event, we will cap off this recording, guys, and we can eat pizza.
I do like.
Dynamo turns around and is like, pizza?
So just to be straight with us, we have not had a short rest period.
You have not had a short rest.
Correct.
You have been healed.
Yeah.
You have not had a short
Okay,
rest.
just want to make sure.
Correct.
So we don't have to chase this guy around the thing like the last guy.
Yep. One key point. Here we go.
Yeah, I tried, but I tried to get rid of it.
So there the two of you are standing only a few feet apart. You hear the official yell for you to go. Roll initiative to see who can get in here first.
That's not bad.
Ooh.
That is a 20 for Yadu.
That's a 5 + 4 for me, so that's a 9.
All right, Yadu. How do
Yeah.
you press your advantage here?
Yadu. As soon as the bell is rung, he dashes one side, dashes to the other, leaps at his opponent, slashes or pierces since it's a rapier. Not great. 15 to hit.
That hits.
15 to hit. Okay.
That's one early hit. Very good.
You take only 5 damage.
Okay.
Second strike. That probably will not. That is 11 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. And he will follow it up by using his mobile feat to jump back, give a come on motion, and he will spend his last key point for patient defense.
How far back did you go?
20 feet.
20 feet. Okay. So you're towing the line then. Your heels are against the boundary line.
Oh, there's a boundary line.
Yes.
Yes.
For the... Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can. It's only 40 feet long total.
Okay,
so-
then I would have only gone 10 feet back. I'm sorry. I did not.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So he's 10 feet from you.
His disadvantage.
And you will have disadvantage if you try to attack.
Yep. Which means you roll 2d20s and take the lowest. Right. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. What you
Okay.
doing there?
Buzzsaw kind of just shakes himself to, goes, oh, this is not going well at all. These people are fast, even if they don't know what they're doing. Maybe I should have read that pamphlet.
Dynamo is still looking for pizza.
Just to be clear, pizza does not exist in this world. Dynamo just thinks it's food.
And he was offered breakfast this morning. I don't-
He's like, I don't want those bagels. They're Jewish.
So pizza doesn't exist in this world, but Judaism does.
Bagels do. Like-
No, I just wanted to make you anti-Semitic.
real fan favorite now.
So,
Spell that.
so back to the bout.
All right.
Okay.
All right,
Meanwhile, and so Buzzsaw is going to walk to about 3 feet away from
Yadu.
Yadu. I almost said Yondu. I'm like, no, it's not Yondu, it's Yadu. And he will strike.
Nice.
You got to roll 2.
I'm going to.
You're probably not going to get worse.
I wouldn't bother with the next one. Unless it's in that one, so maybe. Nope. Okay. Slightly better, actually.
Fortunate miss.
Yeah. And I miss.
But you
But
do
you get
have
2
a
attacks.
second attack.
You do
Yes,
have
I
extra
do.
attack.
At disadvantage, right?
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
you have another D20 too.
Oh, I do?
Yeah,
the
you
one
got one right
closest.
there if you want to use
Nope.
this one right here.
That one. Thank
No, no problem.
That's-
Ooh. Oh, my God.
Is-
A 19 and a
Natural
1.
Oh, man.
I
Sad
trip over
day.
myself, don't I?
No, you can't hit
Okay.
yourself. It doesn't work like that.
You can make him have advantage.
Yeah, I was going to say that you do slip and you
Yeah.
leave a slight opening
Yeah.
that Yadu could take care of
But,
in his
yeah.
turn. Was there anything else you wanted to do on your turn? I mean, you don't...
Buzzsaw has embarrassed himself enough this turn. Yeah. He's barely staying. He's trying to get his balance at this point.
Okay, you get advantage in the first.
on the first attack. Makes sense. That's fair. Okay. Yadu will just straight go for him. Let's see. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
A second hit.
And that is 9 damage. Second attack. He's going to leap to the side. Actually, he's going to...
How far to the side?
He has mobile feet.
Sure, but remember this is...
Okay.
Let me just make sure the arena
Okay.
is sort of a painted rectangle, and it's only about 6 feet wide.
Are we near the edge? Is that...
You are, if it's only 6 feet wide, you are
Okay.
always near the edge.
Okay. He is going to actually just go under him and go around behind him and try to slice as he can, because as a halfling, he can move through an opponent's space.
All right.
That
Okay,
is
you can roll
larger
for
than
it. If
him.
that's your ability, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can do it.
And that is a 18.
But you have advantage.
No.
That-
no.
Oh,
that
okay,
was only
okay.
on
I'm
the
sorry.
But
first
even
one.
the 18, that hits.
18.
doesn't it?
18 hits.
Yeah.
Okay.
A quick
Underneath.
bout.
And that was
Unfortunately-
another 6 damage. Yep.
Okay. And unfortunately, Buzzsaw falls in his first 2 bouts to be in 4th place. Yadu takes the first copper medal of the planar games. The crowd cheers. They're excited by such a display of skill. And you guys are hustled off, and Buzzsaw is healed.
And humiliated.
But I mean, people are cheering. The representative of your country kind of has a very stone face. It's hard to
Yes.
read, but she's not specifically upset. You didn't get disqualified. Remember that was the
Yeah.
big thing.
Not yet.
Yeah, take out a dagger and stab me.
And shortly after that, they bring in Dynamo and Tylo for the gold and silver battle.
I'm eating some food that I got from someone in the crowd as I walk up.
Dynamo will receive a hand pointed at his chest from me as I reach it out to shake his hand.
Let's see if I know what this is. That's a 0.
Oh no!
I just look at you and
Different language.
do the exact same thing, but I'm 20 feet away.
Those hand gestures mean different things. In
Okay, I have 50 feet of movement. I'm going to do a flip and land right in front of him and grab his hand and shake it.
The officials very nearly grab you.
That's another 2. I just stand there and I have no idea what's going on.
I take another back flip now, moving back to my position.
Yay, sportsmanship. All right, you heard the official announce to go. Roll initiative.
Do we do our pre-initiative thing before initiative or right after?
You can tell me right now what you do.
Well, I'm going to use my panache. So as an action, I make a persuasion check contested by a creature's insight check. On a success, a hostile creature has disadvantage on attack rolls against targets and can't make opportunity attacks against targets other than me.
You said insight, correct?
Insight against my persuasion.
Okay. I am proficient in insight.
I am not proficient in persuasion.
So this will be interesting. Uh-oh, that was real.
Ooh, I like that.
Oh, that's only a 9.
Oh, yeah, it's better than me.
He tries a disarming
So
stare.
I just yell over to you. Have you read this pamphlet?
And because the crowd is cheering, he didn't shout loud enough. I'm like, I'm sorry. Did you say something?
No. So that is a 14 for initiative for Dynamo.
Okay. So Tylo will roll a 19 for initiative.
All right, Tyler goes first.
Big goof.
So Tylo will move in quite rapidly, probably unexpectedly, and
Yeah, I'm still yelling over to you about the pamphlet.
and let's actually look real quick. How long has it been? You said
Including
About, like,
other fights,
15
probably
minutes?
About 15 minutes.
okay. Let me actually see because I don't know how long magic weapon lasts, so it might still be active. I don't know. Did they dispel it?
You said
They
they
Before the
dispel
fight?
everything
they
before
dispel,
the...
you,
Okay,
you
so
would
they
have
dispel
to
before
do
the fight.
it
Okay.
right beforehand or
I'm not going to bother this time because I don't want to use the spell slot.
okay.
Actually, I forgot to mark those, so I'm going to mark those now. So I'm going to move in, and this is going to be a booming blade against you. And that is a 22 to hit. Okay.
That hits.
So with a 22 to hit,
Oh, I could die here, guys.
at least go down. That is only 10 damage.
That's not bad.
Nope, not awful. Actually, sorry, 11. Oh, no, that's 10. I'm sorry. Yep, 10. 10, I'm sure.
Math is hard.
That 2 looks like a 3 really hard right now. And I'm on
For
my
those
like,
at home,
fourth
I have
blast.
just taken 1/3 of my max HP.
Oh, my God.
Beefy boy.
Yeah, and then my second strike is going to swing in. And that is a 19 to hit.
That hits. We've established, what do I get with my uncanny dodge?
You get +2 to AC.
And then 19 AC won't do anything for me.
Okay. In this case, then you will take another 10 points of damage.
Oof.
I might accidentally knock you out unintentionally. And then I will take a quick backflip and move 20 feet away from my opponent. And he is currently enveloped in energy from my booming blade. This could be bad. He could
Quick
go down
question.
before
Does
he moves
this
in.
count as a spell on me?
What does the energy that envelops him do?
So basically, the spell is Booming Blade, and it's cast upon the caster, myself, as I attack. If I hit with the attack, it envelops the struck target in this energy that does damage if they move closer to me.
You guys should be familiar with this from Dirk.
Yeah, Dirk does this a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, you noticed, and you didn't hit with the booming blade before, did you?
I don't think so, no.
You noticed that.
I have a 14.
Actually, roll me, I guess,
14 intelligence.
intelligence. Well, roll me a sleight of hand check.
I was not trying to do it stealthily.
Oh, okay.
Because based on the rules that were presented to me, it was spells cast upon others, and it was not a spell cast on someone else.
Mhm.
Oh.
But you can't use magic against someone?
Yeah, the wording I believe was you could not hinder, harm.
It does
Or-
not hinder them; they can move or harm.
It
Okay,
doesn't it literally do damage to them as they move?
It does.
If they move, yes. it
Yeah,
does.
I'm
okay,
sorry. I'm gonna
yeah.
say that
that's
when
fair.
you hit him with that, I got to roll an Arcana check for the.
sorry to leave you guys on a cliffhanger there, but if you'd like to figure out what happens to Tylo, go ahead and head on over to patreon.com/diceheist. All one word, there's no underscore or anything like that in between, just straight up patreon.com/diceheist. And if you go there, you will be able to donate $5 a month with that pledge, and you will have access for all of eternity, or at least as long as you are donating to us, this One-Shot Onslaught that we recorded for you, and you'll be able to listen to the rest of it. There's about another 4 hours, as we played for a little bit more than 5 hours total, and I hope you guys really do enjoy what we put together for you guys. So thank you so much for even listening to this, and I really hope that you enjoy the rest if you choose to donate, and if you choose to indulge yourself and find out what happens in this bizarre and quirky one-shot that we did. Thank you very much, guys. Bye for now.